This is Red, White, and Bluegrass.
Now that the primary election is over, attention now turns to November, and not just the candidates on the ballot, but the issues. Kentuckians will decide the future of public school funding when they head to the ballot to vote on Amendment 2. A yes vote could legally open the door for publicly funded charter schools to begin operating in Kentucky. Public school advocates worry that move would result in less money in the pot to go around. In Hazard, the campaign is already beginning against the amendment.
Protect Our Schools Kentucky is a coalition of public education advocates and allied organizations committed to defeating the voucher amendment on the November 2024 general election ballot.
The group has scheduled several stops around the state over the next month, and it's a safe assumption that they won't be the only ones we'll see campaigning on either side of this issue. So instead of giving me your opinion on school choice, I want to do something a little bit different here. Instead, put yourself in the role of a campaign manager. Y'all have been candidates before, but be a campaign manager on this issue. What does that campaign look like over these next few months? Senator Bledsoe, I'll start with you.
I think the campaign starts with the message of choice. And if you're looking for pro on that amendment, it is, do you want more options and more choice for education, for opportunities, and for ingenuity, or for something that's maybe different than what we've done before outside the traditional system? And that's it. That really is the message of choice. What that looks like comes after November if it passes.
Representative Burke, what does your campaign look like?
I think what's going on right now already is fantastic. We need to make sure that the voters understand the issue and they understand the pitfalls of what will happen if our currently underfunded education system takes a hit. We're already underfunding compared to 2008 when you itemize for inflation, and with the coming tax cuts, we've just heard from Speaker Osborne that we have hit the triggers for 3.5% income tax. That means we have even less money to fund our schools. So to now take that money, a smaller pot, and divide it two ways instead of one way seems really risky to me. And I'd want to make sure that people understand that we have less money to go around, and so spreading it further may not be in everybody's best interest.
So I'll push back a little bit on that one. This year alone, between Tier 1, transportation, and SEEK funding, we've put in more resources to K-12 than we have since CARA. I mean, in significant investment by the Republican Party to do so. If we were interested in somehow dismantling or not having a robust public school education, we wouldn't have done that. We wouldn't have been interested in doing that. And once you put in health care benefits and pension, we're well above inflation.
Representative Burke.
I agree that we did better this year. I don't know that I agree that we have outpaced inflation. I actually suggested on the floor of the House that instead of $1,500 per student, we should have looked at $2,000 per student, because I think that's what would have really put us into a competitive place so that we could attract teachers instead of losing teachers, because we're seeing them go to Indiana, we're seeing them go to Ohio, we're seeing them go to Tennessee. And when we don't have a teacher in the classroom, that's a problem. It's going to be even more problematic when we have more schools and empty classrooms.
And yet every one of the states you just mentioned and everyone around us has some version of school choice.
Does the teacher shortage also figure into the overall message? Because we heard a lot about this issue even before school choice was on the ballot.
Well, I do think it is significant. The legislature is looking at ways to solve that teacher shortage, and I'm glad that we're working on it. I think it is a bipartisan pursuit to see us solve that dilemma. I hope that the way we solve it is not going to be by lowering the standards for teachers. We've seen other professions have their standards for certification lowered, and we demand a lot from our teachers because we should. Our students deserve that, and our populace needs that. So I hope that we find a way forward that doesn't involve making it too easy to become a teacher.
We got about 45 seconds left on this, y'all. When it comes to how much money is likely going to be spent on this, to give y'all some context, in the 2022 race over Amendment 2 on abortion, there was about $6 million spent on both sides. Last year's governor's race, $70 million, so big range of numbers there. If you had to ballpark a number, what would it be?
I would say closer to 10 to 15 than certainly the extremes of that. And you know, 30 states already have this across the country. It's not like it's, you know, some random thing that's new. This is pretty standard.
Representative Burke, last word.
I was going to guess 15 million too, so I think we're sort of right on pace with each other. I really hope that Kentucky voters understand that their students already have great choices, and the parents have lots of control over what their children need. And we just need to make sure that they understand this amendment and what it is and what it is not.
All right. Thank you, ladies, so much for your insight. We'll be right back with Point of Order.